A man kept running away from the past or his memories. We don't know. But he looked scared, and he did not care what he was doing. He just kept running away, as if he had to get away from something. He felt he had stepped on something during all this running. He made a special footprint, but he did not even care to look. So instead, he just kept on running. What's special about this footprint? A few 100 million years later, this footprint was found by an amateur fossil hunter. Can you believe it? Absolutely, the story I just told you is a fairy tale. But a fossilized human footprint was found to be 500 million years old is a true story. An amateur fossil hunter, William J. Meister, and he discovered something exceptional 43 kilometers west of Delta, Utah in the summer of 1968. Meister found a fossilized human footprint that was the size of a US 13 shoe stepping on a trilobite. The shocking thing is that trilobites only existed between 260 to 600 million years ago. On the other hand, the Homo sapien lineage began between 550,000 to 750,000 years ago. Besides that, humans have begun wearing such footwear a few thousand years ago. So, what does it all mean? Does it mean that humans appeared on the Earth before dinosaurs? Or were there ancient civilizations on our planet at least 100 to a billion years ago? That is what we will discuss today. Welcome to our channel. Be sure to like and subscribe for more intriguing content. The first evidence we have that ancient civilizations existed millions to billions of years ago is this fossilized footprint discovered by Meister. Such an archaeological discovery can turn all our previous notions about geological and human evolution upside down. The current timeline science accepts about our existence on this planet is that humans went through enough advancement to begin wearing shoes. Because of this, such shoes and advancement would not have existed millions of years ago. Of course, the discovery and evidence shocked the scientific community. But there is also excitement as one can now discover more new things. According to the findings, the particular strata of trilobites are Cambrian, and they were supposed to be extinct 500 million years before man arrived on this planet. Another surprising finding is that there are also heel marks, which is an indication that modern men made the marks. In a conference at the University of Utah, James Madsen dismissed this evidence and said that there were no men on our planet 600 million years ago. There were also no animals such as sloths, bears, and monkeys to make such tracks. So, who could have possibly walked on our planet to make such tracks? That is not the only evidence of a fossilized human footprint. Another trilobite fossil discovery was made in 1968 in Arizona by Dr. Clifford Burdick. He discovered the impression of a child's foot inside a bed of shale. The impression was 6 inches. The toes were compressed. There was not much of an arch, and the big toe was not prominent. Of course, even they could not figure out what the footprint meant. A geologist also offered thousands of dollars to Meister for his discovery, saying he wanted to purchase it to destroy it. That is because such a piece of evidence destroys the entire life's work of a geologist. Another important evidence piece is that of the 500 million years old hammer found in 1936 in London, Texas, the hammer is made of wood and iron, and part of it is embedded inside a limey rock. Because of this, many people think it is an artifact because it is surprising that a man-made tool is encased in a lower Cretaceous rock. A couple found the hammer while they were strolling the Red Creek. They collected this rock, and a decade later their son broke the rock, and it opened to reveal the hammer that was inside. The hammer was 6 inches with a 1-inch diameter, which meant that it was only used for fine work and not for big projects. After much inspection, the metal of the hammerhead has 96.6% iron, 0.74% sulfurate, and 2.6% chlorine. Most of the observers have also emphasized that according to the style of a hammer, it seems consistent with standard American tools produced in the 19th century. The design is mostly consistent with a hammer that miners use for their work. According to our history, the first hammer is believed to originate around 3 million years ago. Even at that time, the hammer was just a heavy and round stone. These primitive hammers were used to crack bones for food, start fires, and break open shells. While such a hammer was sufficient for our hunting needs at the time, the most significant innovation of the hammer occurred during 30,000 BC. The change was to use a string or leather to secure the hammer stone in place. Of course, this was a game changer because it led to the creation of the hammer we use today for our work. So, what does it all mean? How could something advanced like this exist 500 million years ago? After all, if there were ancient civilizations hundreds of millions of years ago, we are sure that they did not make such advanced tools for their work. The evolution and timeline of the hammer we know of today is also different because they only came into existence 3 million years ago. That is why it is shocking to see such advanced tools dating back to 500 million years ago. Even primitive humans did not make such tools, as they only used a few objects to create the hammer and secure it into place. Such shocking discoveries always break the ground upon which knowledge of our species and our existence is built. If we want more evidence, we need to dig deeper and find out why these timelines collide, and if what we know about our own history is true or not. A doctor known as Javier Cabrera Darquilla collected many incised stones in the Ica village. The village is located in Lima, Peru. The first stone in his collection was offered to him in 1966 as a birthday gift by a farmer in the region. However, he has collected more than 20,000 stones on his journey. These stone sizes range from a few centimeters to more than half a meter. The stones are now at a display in Ica at the Museum of Engraved Stones. When he got the first one, Cabrera's curiosity was sparked in these stones. On the stone, there was a fish species that was extinct. After that, he talked to the locals and discovered many other stones that were hidden inside the coastal mountains. The most surprising thing is that Cabrera never revealed the location of the cave to any archaeologists who might come and assess these stones. Once he made this discovery, Cabrera gave up his medical practice and opened a museum. It was created to display the earliest culture of Peru as an incredibly technologically advanced civilization. That is because the stone engravings depicted shocking images, such as the use of telescopes, medical procedures, and most surprisingly of all, humans interacting with dinosaurs, including brontosaurs, stegosaurs, tyrannosaurs, and pterodactyls. The farmer that gave the stone to Cabrera was arrested, and he alleges that he made the stones himself. However, the cave that contains over 100,000 stones cannot be the work of a poor farmer who does not have a lot of time to spare for his craft. There is a possibility that some of these stones were forged by the locals, but many of these stones are a genuine example of the pre-Columbian Peruvian art that existed. These Ica stones could be made around 30,000 years ago. However, even the images are so stylized that it can be challenging to see what the image depicts. These shreds of evidence also make us think that everything we know to be true about ourselves is completely wrong. After all, if such timelines exist and there was an ancient civilization, then we know nothing about life on planet Earth. What do you think? Do you believe that there were ancient civilizations on our planet? It is safe to say that we barely know anything, and we think we know things. Evidence keeps coming up that challenges our previous notions about our history and planet. If you love this topic, you can also watch another series on our channel, Humans May Not Have Come from Earth, to learn more about Mars and human origin theories. While we don't know how this evidence came into being or where it came from, we know that it exists, and it is trying to tell us something about our history. There might have been ancient civilizations that were highly advanced in their technology and their work. If you think the same way, you can comment and let us know your thoughts about this scientific evidence. If you liked this video and want more such content, be sure to like, share, and comment on our video. You can also subscribe to our channel for more intriguing content.